Selam arkadaşlar, ben Suat. Hepiniz Segolas ekranlarına hoş geldiniz. Yepyeni bir oyun demeyeceğim. Çok eski bir oyun. Ta 2000'li yılların başı. Herkesçe çok sevilen, çok takdir edilen. O kadar sevilen ki hatta Definitive Edition'ları yapılan nadide bir eser kendisi. Ve biz Definitive Edition versiyonu değil, orijinal versiyonunu oynayacağız. Şimdi beleşti. Tabii beleş malı severiz, hemen çöktük. Bugün şöyle bir giriş yapalım. Biraz hatırlamaya çalışalım. Nostalji yapalım, eskileri yad edelim diye buradayız sizlerle. Yeni oyun. Altyazıları açtım diye hatırlıyorum az önce. İnşallah açmışımdır. Mafya 1 sizlerde.
Detective Norman,
Evet, açmışım.
can I join you?
Tabii her zamanki gibi sinematikleri geçmiyorum. Oyunun hikayesiyle. Bu arada kendime... Tüh, alamadım.
Sorry for the delay, but I didn't want anybody seeing me, if you know what I mean.
What can I get you, sir?
Just a coffee.
Coming right up.
It's not my habit to sit with people like you.
Got a business proposition for you, Detective.
I ain't no businessman. And even if I were, I wouldn't be doing business with the likes of you.
I don't usually do business with your kind either. But this is a bit of a strange deal. Good for you and your superiors, and good for me. It concerns a certain kind of trade.
Trade?
Well, let's just say that I hold a high position in a not-so-legal organization. It's just the kind of organization people such as yourself would like to know a lot about. And I, on the other hand, for certain reasons don't want...
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks. I have my own personal reasons why I don't want to be associated with this organization. It ain't too easy to leave this kind of business, if you know what I mean.
I think I know where
İyi,
you're
kolay
coming from.
bırakamaz.
You'll get a bullet in your head if you don't
Eğer
disappear
çabucak
quickly,
ortadan
right?
kaybolmazsan diyor.
That's not the only reason. Got any kids, Detective? I've got a wife and daughter. I don't want them to have any problems because of me.
Yeah, well, I ain't just gonna hand out protection to any wop crook. You should have thought about them kids before, 'cause I...
Sure. Listen, I don't want something for nothing. So here's the deal. Does the name Salieri mean anything to you?
Salieri? It damn well does. You got something in common with him?
You could say that. I've worked for him for several years. Now he wants to rub me out. If you protect my family and me, I'll tell you everything. Names, dates, accounts, everything. Enough to put him away for life.
I ain't Santa Claus. If I go to the chief with this, I need to know everything you
Şefe
know.
bununla gideceksen...
And I have to be
şey-
sure you'll testify in court.
Sure. If you ain't in a hurry, I'll tell you my whole story. And all the deals I worked on over the years.
Okay. I've got time, and I'm listening.
Evet. 1930 sonbaharı.
I used to be a taxi driver. Even though I wasn't making much and I worked from dawn to dusk, I was glad to be working.
Renkli paket sigaralar.
It was a bad time and some other people were worse off than me. It was that very taxi that drew Salieri's people to me in the first place.
Tehlike yavaş yaklaşıyor bizim taktiğe.
One day I was on my break and I was just hanging out. Suddenly I heard a tremendous crash.
Sam! They got me! Damn it!
Climb up and move. There's a taxi. We'll be okay.
It was clear to me that these guys had to get out of there fast, so I thought it was best to cooperate, rather than ending up with a hole in my head.
Move it. Come on.
Where to?
Anywhere. Fast. I hope you're damn fast. Faster than Sam here was.
I burned rubber out of there like a bat out of hell. It didn't matter where, just away from those gentlemen who were chasing my new customers.
Now listen carefully.
Şimdi
You gotta
birkaç
shake these clowns
atlamışı
behind them.
atlatmamız lazım.
If you don't do it, then we're done for. That includes you. Step on it, kid. We're finished.
Ama tabii kontroller, mekanikler
Faster!
You think I want to get knocked off? I'm trying.
I don't want to die.
Çabuk mu atlattık lan sanki? Basma, kornaya basma. Eruklu. Kornaya basma. Lan geliyorlar mı, yaklaşıyorlar mı ne sanki? Lan kaçtık mı? Çok kolay kaçtım sanki. Nasıl kolay oldu ya? Ulan Allah kahretmesin nereye girdim? Bak harbi Allah kahretmesin nereye girdim? Lan çıktık mı? Çıktık. Lan geliyor adamlar abi. Vallahi geliyorlar. Gelemediler abi. Ya hadi daha izimi kaybettirmiş olmam lazım yani o kadar mesafeden. İnşallah oyunun sesi fazla değildir.
Great! We made it!
Good work, brother. Now take us to Salieri's bar. I'll show you the way.
Salieri bara götür. Gangsterleri Salieri bara götür. Salieri bar. Gangsterleri Salieri bara götür. Araba mı? Bak mekaniklere bak. Muazzam ötesi. Yok böyle bir mekanik yani. 10 dakika içerisinde götürmem lazım. Kimsenin burnu dahi kanamadı. O kadar oynamışlığımız, mesaimiz var yani onun üzerinde. Evet abi, Salieri'nin barına da geldik.
Finally, we're home. Wait here, friend. Sam will get you a little something from Mr. Salieri. Thanks for your help.
Sahnede şeydir. Efsane sahnelerden biridir. Tam böyle elini cebine atar böyle bizim kontağa uzanır kaçmak için. Burada bir zarf dolusu para çıkar burada. Sigara yak. Tipe bak. Yemin ediyorum montajlarda kullanmalık bir tip değil mi ya? Zoomlamışlar bir de. Böyle bak. Game Portal TR yazıyor camda bak.
Mr. Salieri would like to thank you as well as myself and Paulie. It's compensation for the damage to your car and your services. It should be enough.
Yes, of course. Thanks. Give my regards to Mr. Salieri.
Mr. Salieri wants you to know that he is very grateful to you. If you ever need anything, you can come back and ask for help, because Mr. Salieri doesn't forget about friends who have helped him out. If you're interested, maybe we could find a job for you here, and it would pay well. We always have positions for guys as good as you.
Okay. I'll think about it. Thanks, really thanks. I'd better go to fix the car and so on.
All right, I understand. Just think about it. And I hope it's clear that this matter is only between ourselves. You take care, kid.
Take care, kid. Kendine iyi bak evlat. Şimdi
When I opened the envelope, I almost had a heart attack. There was more than it would cost to do the repairs. but I didn't for a minute think about their offer. I didn't want to join some criminals, even if they had all the money in the world. It's better to be poor and alive than rich and dead, right? I was going to get my cab repaired and try to forget it all as soon as possible. As my mother always said, you can never predict what God has in store for you.
Ve hikayemiz başlıyor. Şimdi daha doğrusu hikaye tam başlamıyor aslında. Şimdi yalandan
Hey, could you take me to the church downtown, please?
Okay.
buraları geçelim muhtemelen. Siz buraları izlemezsiniz. Burada da mola vereceğiz.
This should cover it. Keep the change.
I need a coffee break. I had a cup of coffee and relaxed in the car. While I was waiting to see if I could get another customer, I noticed I wasn't far from Salieri's bar.
Jesus. We got you, you little rat. Mr. Morello's pretty angry with you. We're gonna have to teach you a little lesson so you remember that it ain't right.
Those bastards remembered the license plate of my car and took it on themselves to hunt me down.
Lou here'll fix your face a little.
Bakalım Salieri bu ara doğru koşacak şimdi.
Finish him off. Don't waste any more time on him.
It was clear to me that I had to get out of there fast. I couldn't handle that animal on my own. I said to myself that now was probably the right moment for Mr. Salieri to show his gratitude. Salieri's bar was just down the street, and the sight of it was certainly a lot nicer than a baseball bat to my head.
Aha vuruyorlar buna. Ölürüm böyle. Ne anladık? Ooo. Bunu da kaybetmişsin. Oğlum yok mu? Şey nerede? Harika nerede?
Gotta get to Salieri's bar.
Öldüm ama. Allah kahretsin. Görmedim ki okları.
Where the hell is she? I said 3 o'clock in the passageway.
Ama bunlar iyi sıkıyor ha. Nereden gideceğim oğlum? Belli değil ki. Al işte. Al işte. Vurdu adam beni anası sattığının yerinde. Burada da bir ok yok ki. Öldü. Oğlum biriniz yardım edin ya.
He said he'd finally have all the things we needed, but maybe you're right.
Bir kurşun daha yersen gideceğim zaten. Bir kurşun daha yersen gideceğim. Lan ne uzaktaymışım Salieri barda ya. Aha. Salieri bara yetişim ama inşallah ölmem ama. Lan kendimizi zor attık ya. Ne yaptı ana silahları saklıyoruz babalar? Siz gelin de arkadayı benzetelim. Hemen. Burayı çok iyi ya. Kapatacak dükkanı kapatacak şimdi. Closed.
Salieri's boys saved my skin that time, but I certainly wasn't in a good situation. I had paid off my debts for the car repairs, but my boss didn't want to employ anyone who was in the mob. It just wasn't good business. When I saw the fancy get-up of Salieri's boys, I thought that it can't be too bad to work for them. Besides, I had nothing to lose. Morello was out to get me, so driving a cab wasn't the best job. Plus, the prospect of Salieri's dough wasn't so terrible. So like I always say, better to die young and loaded.
Paranı önceden şey diyordu. Fakir olup hayatta olacağın şey neydi? Zengin olup öyle olacağına fakir olup hayatta olmak iyidir. Şimdi diyor ki zengin
Well, it
olup
looks like
genç olmak.
Morello is really trying to make me mad. But I'm a reasonable person. What do they call you, son?
Thomas Angelo.
Famous Angel.
I've decided to give you a shot, Tommy. I like new faces. We're one big family here. You already know Paulie and Sam. Frank here is my right hand and looks after the legal side of our business. The one behind the bar is Luigi. This business ain't easy to swallow, but Luigi's a wonderful cook.
Ahçı ne abi? Kim çevirdi?
Paul will introduce you to Vincenzo and Ralph. There are a lot of us. But those should be enough for now. Now listen, and listen good. We have some rules around here. Don't cross paths with the cops. They're on our payroll, so they'll leave you alone. But if you go too far, they'll all come after you. Money or no money. If they ever pick you up, say nothing, and I will take care of you. I show my gratitude to those people that helped me, and there aren't many left who betrayed me.
Yeni geldiğim okula sınıfın abileriyle
Yes,
tanışıyorum.
Mr.
Biraz böyle.
Salieri.
I'm glad. Today I'll give you a chance to get back at those bastards who wrecked your taxi. We'll see what you're made of. Morello has a bar where all his gorillas go. They all have their cars parked behind the fence next to the bar. If you're good, they won't be there tomorrow morning. Paulie'll go with you just in case. Go see Vincenzo for equipment and Ralph for some wheels.
I wouldn't trust him so much. He seemed hesitant. He's just accepting now because he has no choice.
We'll see, Frank. We'll see. I'm more concerned about what Morello's problem is. Does he really want to start a war?
Evet.
Vincenzo's the Don's gun expert. They've known each other since they were kids. He gets you whatever you want. Tommy guns to cannons. When he can set you up.
Silahtan gülleyelim.
I always pay him a visit before a job. Buongiorno, Vincenzo.
Ciao, Paulie.
This here's Tom. Just started up with us.
Pleased to meet you, Tom. What can I do for the both of you?
We got a job to do. We need something to write off a few cars.
This classic piece of sports equipment should do the job, and if not, I've mixed up a few cocktails. Careful with them, though.
Thanks a lot, Vincenzo.
Bring back the bat. It's my nephew's.
Sure thing. Ralph, I'll introduce you to is a complete idiot, but he's got a special way with cars. I don't get how such a moron could know anything about anything. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Nasıl biriydi lan o?
Visit. How you all doing, Paulie?
Hey, Ralphie!
I see you're still limping, so we got two cripples working here.
That's right, but I ain't a fool.
Ralph,
Ralph, this is Tom. If you bring him a stolen car, Tommy, I'll make it your own, and no one will know the difference. Ralph, Tom and me have a job to do. You're supposed to have some wheels for us?
Right. Here it is. It ain't no hot rod, but it should really do for you.
Thanks, Ralphie. Let's go.
Molotov partisi. Oğlum bu ne dandik araba lan? Abi oraya girmek başka bir yerden girmek nasıl bir şey anlamadım ya. Neyse burada bırakacağım ya.
Take a look. Good luck.
Burada bırakacağım. Çözemedim. Evet, kapı da açılıyor. Aa, açılıyormuş lan. O sağ tıkla açılıyormuş. Vay, güzel böyle. Lan şeyler sağ tıkla açılıyormuş. Sağlam asılınca dayı tekli indiriyorsun. Arabadan beni indirmez orası çünkü. Adam Oli'yi falan alacağım mı bilmiyorum. Ha o şey de dönüyor. Normal o da onunla dönüyor. Tamam. Hadi böyle bak bakayım. Bas.
So we're back, boss.
Wonderful. Take a seat. It all went well?
Sure, boss, he's a natural. Before they could say cannolis, they were wheelers. And before they could recover, we were gone. Morello's probably pretty pissed right now.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
He's one tough customer.
In that case, welcome to the family, Tommy. You've passed the first
It's
test.
an honor, sir.
And now we've got a new member.
I like to take him into the outfit, boss. You can see he ain't scared. And he's done real good.
You didn't disappoint me, Tommy. Now, let's drink.
Thanks.
Evet. Garajine arabalar eklendi. Balkoner mavi, voltage fordur yeşil. Kapat. Her zamanki sıradan işler.
Today we're gonna visit a few places to collect some protection money. 2 restaurants and a motel outside of town. Bill at the motel was late last time because he had a few problems. So today, he'll pay a little more.
You may have heard about how criminals can prey on businesses using various threats. That certainly isn't the case with us. People who pay us receive services, which the police certainly can't provide them with. Last month, for example, Sam and Paulie here solved a serious problem with violence in a delightful restaurant. The owner is now satisfied that nothing of that sort will happen there again.
You'll do the driving. Paulie and Sam will do the collecting. It'll be routine. Tell Ralph to give you a car, and you can go.
Okay, boss.
Well, you and I'll have a drink. What do you say, Frank?
Mesela için Vincenzo'yu trafiğe konuş, araçları topla. İkinci bölümün görevleri olacak bunlar da arkadaşlar. Chat'te Mustafa burada mısın hala? Değilsin galiba. Çıkmış olabilirsin belki. Twitch'e de buradan veda ediyorum. YouTube'a da veda ediyorum. Çok öpüyorum arkadaşlar. İzlediğiniz için hepinize çok teşekkür ederim. Lütfen kanala abone olmayı, yorum yapmayı, like atmayı unutmayın diyelim. Kendinize çok iyi bakın. Hoşçakalın.